So word on the street is that there is a business tax deadline coming up. Yes, that is true. But is that deadline for you as a business owner? And I want to cover in the next few moments who this March 15th deadline is for. Because many business owners have been calling in panic, thinking that this deadline is for them. March 15th is the deadline if you have a partnership return and if you have an S corporation. Okay, those are pass through companies. The reason why, if you have an LLC, yes, your business is incorporated, but no, it may not, I said may, it may not be your tax deadline. If you are the only one that owns your business, okay, and your business is an LLC, that means that you only file one tax return at tax time, and that one tax return is due on April 18th, 2022, this year. Any other year, that return is due on April 15th. The IRS decided this year to give us some grace, right? And allowed us to, and is allowing business owners and individuals to file our normal taxes on April 18th this year. April 18th, 2022 is the deadline. Now, if this is you and you're like, I'm not ready for Tuesday and I won't even be ready for Monday, April 18th, my firm can help you. I can help you. We can help you. Just go to accountantthisway.com. It is $200. We will file your extension if you are if you are LLC partnership or if you're an S corporation. S corporations, your tax deadline is on Tuesday, March 15th. If you're an LLC and you've elected to be an S corporation, your tax return is due on March 15th, Monday coming. Now, if you're an LLC and it's only you're an LLC partnership, you're an LLC by yourself and you're the only owner and you only file one tax return typically. And let me tell y'all how to find out if you're filing the right tax return. Let me just take a pause. Go to the letter that was issued to you when you got your tax ID number. It's called an SS4 letter. In the middle, at the bottom of that letter, it will say, we're expecting a Form 1065. Yes, that's due March 15th. Or it'll say, we're expecting a Form 1120. That is a C corporation return. C corps are due on April 15th. But an 1120S, like in Spiceda, an 1120S is due on March 15th. So for the business owners out there that are LLCs and you're the only owner, you're only required to file your personal tax return adding a Schedule C in Carolyn, like my mama. All right, so listen, guys, y'all got that? All right, let me tell you what to do if you need some help for an extension. We can help you. www.accountantthisway.com. All right, so this is Business Combos and Coffee for those of you who are catching it for the first time. I had to get this off my chest. What I normally talk about, we normally go live at 9 a.m. In the 9 a.m. hour, and I give you tips to help your business, to help you to pocket more profit. I am Spiceda Jackson. I'm the founder of X Financial CPA. I'm a former Big Four CPA who founded a company 13 years ago to help small business owners avoid tax problems, avoid financial problems, avoid giving away your business and undervaluing your business, because my background's in M&A, right? And I used to be an auditor, but I learned to specialize in solving small business tax problems, and I want to make sure that you guys avoid them overall and give you tips to help you reinvest your profit back in your own business. So I go live every Friday to give you free information. You can join me. Sometimes it's 5 minutes, sometimes it's 30 minutes, depending on what I have to give you. But today, I want to cover a few things. One of the other conversations that I wanted to touch on was on the delays. Now, a lot of people, because we've been in a pandemic, I've run across many people who have not filed not only their 2021, but they're trying to file their 2020, or they may have filed their 2020 later and they just haven't gotten a response from the IRS yet. The IRS has said, and they've stated on their website, that they have delays and what not to do. Now, if you filed an older year and you haven't heard from the IRS, they have specifically said we're running late. But don't run another return. Don't send another return. You possibly can reach out to your accountant and get that return in, but they're just delayed. They're even delayed when it comes to you having receiving your refund for this year. So here are three refund types that is experiencing delays. Now, if you are a parent, this is for you. If you're a parent that received the child tax credit, know that if you receive the advanced child tax credit, make sure you get that number correct on your return, because having it incorrect and just having it on your return period is causing delays because the IRS is checking that number. Okay. Now, if you are filing a return and you're claiming the earned income credit, lucky you, that is also causing some delays this year. And if you're picking up the recovery rebate credit, the stimulus check, the one that most people got March of 2021, that just magically appeared in your account. Well, some people just didn't get theirs, and this is an opportunity on your 2021 tax return. When you file it, if you did not receive it, the IRS will give it to you in your return. So if you are claiming that refund on your return or those tax credits on your tax return, expect to experience some delay. The IRS usually takes between 10 days to 10 to 21 days if you e-file your return to respond and issue your refund. Okay, so just know that there are some delays. You can check your refund on the IRS website, www.irs.gov/refunds. Okay, all righty. All right, so I want to depart with some tips for you guys. I've already told you the deadline is coming. March 15th, if you're catching it late, is for the business owners that are LLC partnerships and S corporations. If you are an only owner LLC and you did not elect to be treated as an S corporation or a partnership, your tax return is not due on Tuesday. It is due on April 18th with the rest of the personal returns and the C corporation returns. All righty. All right. Catch my last week's episode. I gave you guys 7 tips on last week that you needed to do if you find that you may owe. Okay. The number one thing I gave that you should not do is do not avoid filing your taxes. And if you cannot pay, set up an installment agreement, contact your accountant, and definitely, if you cannot pay or if you're not ready, file an extension today. Okay, we can help you. Go to www.accountantthisway.com. I'll meet you guys here back again next Friday. I am Spiceda Jackson, the accountant that helps you love your numbers, and I love you. So if you missed any of the tips that I have, you can catch the replay under the blog section of my website, xfinancialcba.com. I always post the replays there, and I'll be back next Friday. I want to give a special hello before I go. I'm sorry to all of my friends out there in LinkedIn. Today is my very first time streaming live into LinkedIn. So if you're catching me and LinkedIn, let me know in the chat. If you have any questions for me, let me know in the chat. And y'all, I am sorry I was running a little bit late this morning, but hello, LinkedIn. I'll be back in the 9 a.m. hour on next week. But until then, I got to skedaddle. So until then, guys, I'll talk to y'all next week. Love you. Don't miss the tax deadline, okay? I may come back again to remind y'all. Bye.